Sprig's mission, and this is really important to understand. It's important to understand that for me, entrepreneurship is activism. And my goal entirely in starting Udemy and in starting Sprig is to help change the world and make people's lives better.
Got it.
Which is why I didn't care about losing a couple $1,000,000 or whatever off of leaving Udemy, because my goal is not to make money. My goal is to be an activist. And Sprig's mission is to make eating well universally accessible. So we want anyone in the world to have access to great quality food at the touch of a button.
That's pretty deep, dude. I like that, though, because if you do succeed,
yes,
you're really competing against people going to fast food or making poor decisions.
Yes.
And I get the sense that the public knows they're making poor decisions, would like to make better decisions, but the options aren't there.
Exactly.
And when Chipotle came out, to their credit, they said, we're using all organic food, right? I think was their
Not
thing.
organic, but unprocessed.
Unprocessed food,
Yes.
Nothing's frozen, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what their claims were, but they had some pretty good claims, I think,
Amazing
that spoke
claims.
to people and made people think, well, what I'm eating here is just a little bit better than what I was eating at the other fast food restaurant.
Yes.
I think they've had some problems from that. They couldn't scale or there were other issues, but at least it proves this case of yours, which is people do, I think, want to eat healthier.
Yeah. It is very obvious that the demand for this service and this type of food far outstrips the supply. And the reason is because the restaurant industry, by virtue of having to be brick and mortar and by virtue of being very old, is extremely slow to respond to trends. So whereas if, for example, if kale, when kale became popular, it took years before you would start to see it on the open market in fast casual and fast food chains. And most fast food chains could never even get there.
Yeah, does McDonald's or Burger King have kale?
Not
Probably
much.
not.
I don't know, but I don't go to those places.
They
very
need to
often.
be faster to change their food supply if they're going to compete.
Whereas Sprig can change its menu in 6 to 12 weeks.
Right.
And so we are a much more nimble. We are applying the lean startup methodology to the food industry. And in that way, we are providing customers with what they want, and they're ordering us in droves.
Let me take a moment to thank my friends at Squarespace. And the reason I want to thank them is because the Launch Festival website, launchfestival.com and launchhackathon.com are gorgeous. They are perfect. They look like we spent $250,000 on them. And I can tell you, when I priced out getting the launch websites built, people quoted me literally 6 figures to make a beautiful, robust website. You know what? I got Squarespace and I used their templates, and my team, without any technical knowledge, no developers, were able to make the most gorgeous websites that are responsive and look great on mobile or tablet or on the desktop and have videos running in the background, and they integrate with everything we use. And they're so simple to use that I just said to my chief of staff, can you spend an hour teaching everybody how to use Squarespace so anybody can change the website? And he said, I did it in 5 minutes. It's that easy. So easy to use, so beautiful. And you can make a professional looking, well-designed, intuitive, and easy to use site with no code. It's just so easy. It's state-of-the-art technology. It's secure, it's stable, and it's trusted by millions. Some of the most respected brands in the world use it, in fact, and it starts at only $8 a month, which, if my math is correct, is like under $100 a year, which is ridiculous. And you get a free domain, in fact, if you sign up for a year. Start your free trial today, no credit card required. And if you decide to sign up for Squarespace, please use the offer code TWIST and get 10% off, because that makes them feel great about This Week in Startups and their support of it. So go ahead and thank @Squarespace on Twitter if you love the program. Literally, that's one of the best things. I don't ask you guys for much help, but literally telling everybody on your Twitter, I love Squarespace, I use Squarespace, thank you Squarespace for supporting @TWI Startups, super helpful. Because you get the word out about their great product, you get the word out about how great the program is, and it all just works well. And I'll probably retweet you and favorite, so it's a good benefit for you too. Squarespace, build it beautiful. What a great tagline. Build it beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Simple, easy, beautiful, and affordable. In fact, I think it's too cheap. I would pay $80 a month. I'd pay probably $800 a month for our service. This is good. Literally, it's worth $10,000 a year, and they're charging under $100. I don't get it. I don't know how they make this such a successful business, but I guess the secret is in the fact that millions of people use it. And when millions of people use your product, you know what? It becomes more stable, more reliable, faster and you add more features because you're making money and you can invest in the platform. And that's one of the beautiful things I've seen. Every single quarter, Squarespace adds new features. Like they have a calendar feature, which we love. All this different support. We say, hey, I wonder if Squarespace can do this. And then we look on their blog and it's just like this constant cadence of new product coming out of that company. The product cadence at Squarespace is really impressive. All right, anyway, listen, I could talk about Squarespace all day because I love the product. And as you know, the partners on the show, they're all people who we use their products. We call it whitelisted advertising here, whitelisted partnerships. Squarespace, amazing. Build it beautiful. Thank you to my friends at Squarespace.